Yo, welcome back to Heavy Hands Boxing. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright folks, let's clear up some things. We just got out of the recent Haney-Loma fight for Undisputed. Number one, we gotta give Haney his respect. He fought Loma. He got the nod. I mean, even though one of the cards was wildly off, fact is all three judges were in agreement that Haney did enough to keep the titles, which also conversely means that although Loma brought it and he looked good, he did not do enough to take the titles, folks. When you're going for the championship, you gotta put out the effort and do enough to convince the judges that you took the title. Now that fight, it has a lot of different people saying that Loma got robbed. It wasn't a robbery. Let's stop it. It was a close fight. We've had many great close fights in history. You look at Holyfield, Lennox Lewis. That was a close fight, especially the first one. Close fight. Jermaine Taylor, Bernard Hopkins. Close fight, 1 and 2. What are you gonna say? I mean, it wasn't like this was, like Felix Sturm versus De La Hoya. I remember thinking, man, there was no way in hell De La Hoya won that fight. But this is what happens when the best fight the best. Sometimes no one walks through the other guy. It just is that type of high level 4D chess match. James Toney versus the Body Snatcher. You're gonna get that tit for tat. I touch you, you touch me, back. Little creases. There's only wrinkles where you can land shots, and you gotta stay in those wrinkles, or you're gonna get countered, or you're gonna miss. And that's what it was. But that also is what made the fight great. Next, we gotta look at what's the future now. Haney's been complaining for at least about 2 years that it's tough making 135. He seems especially whiny lately. And you have men like Shakur and especially Shakur looking for his shot, and Gervonta Davis also looking to get in the ring. They've been jawing off over the last year or so. Many people think that Haney should fight Shakur, or Shakur should be next, activate mandatory status or number one contender status. But he already fought a top guy in Loma, which was number one according to the WBO rankings. So Shakur would be next, but based off WBO rankings, Haney fulfilled his obligations. Shakur's gonna have to sit. Sorry. And besides that, the big money's not with Shakur. The big money fight is with Gervonta, right? And truthfully, Gervonta needs Haney more than he needs any other fight on this planet right now. Haney fought for respect. I think he got his respect. I don't think he won everybody over with that fight. But understand this. He didn't have to stay at 135. He did his thing at 135. Why wasn't Gervonta Davis undisputed at 135? Why didn't he make a play to get those titles? Surely he was seen as the better fighter and the money fight then. Haney could up and leave 135 right now. He could straight flee, and you can't really hold it against him. He grabbed the belts, he defended them in foreign territory, hostile territory, and he cashed that check and made out. He stayed, fought a top guy in Lomachenko who got all the praise in the world. He's better than Crawford. He's better than, let's face it, they were saying he's better than all the black fighters who were out there. He was better than Ward. He was better than Crawford. He was better than Errol Spence. Guys who had accomplished way more than Loma in the professional ranks, because he had a nice little trick that he had to him, and he looked good doing it. He looked good. He was good. But come on, you're doing too much trying to sell this guy to the boxing public. But he did go on and pick up 3 titles in 3 divisions in a very short time. Only 17 fights, I think, at the time. Picked up an L that second fight, but Shakur Stevenson took it. He got the nod in a close one. All great fighters get a nod in a close one. De La Hoya had one. You know, James Toney had one. Lennox Lewis, those guys had one. You're gonna get those decisions. It's gonna happen. We got to move on and forget about it. You know, Mayweather had one against Castillo. That was highly controversial, if you remember, for those who are true boxing fans who were there back in the day. But this is it. Haney could flee, move up, you know, say to heck with the lightweight division. I beat a top guy in there. But the thing is, Gervonta Davis is highly recognized as like the mayor of the 135-pound division. I mean, pretty much an unstoppable train right now. And you can definitely make an argument to say, yo, Haney needs to get that one in. Face him, win, lose, or draw, then move up. But not only face him for respect and for legacy, say you fought the best, but let's face it, man, you can make maybe $10 to $15 million. I don't see how you leave that much money on the table. These light guys don't make that much money on average. You can't just walk away from that, man. I think that would be a big mistake pocket-wise. Now, moving a fighter along, he could say to heck with Gervonta and roll out. Make Gervonta work and pick up all those titles that just got dispersed after he vacates. Besides that, Haney would be much more physically improved. Stamina would be improved if he went to 140. You know, Shakur said he didn't even look that strong in the fight. He faded a little bit, and that's going to happen. He's sucking down. He's been there a long time. He's getting older. He's outgrowing it now. Coming into that man strength age, 24, going to be 25 this year, you know, and he's a big lightweight. Everybody's saying he's a big lightweight. De La Hoya was the same way. You grow out of it. And it is a little bit of a handicap if you know you're sucking down and Gervonta, you know, is nice and thick and feeding and eating and is ready to lay it on you, and you're coming in there, you know, a little bit under par for yourself. The fight could happen at 140, but then it wouldn't mean as much because Haney probably wouldn't be undisputed at 140 in the next year or two. So it takes away some of the shine off of it. But if you get it in now, oh, you're gonna clean up. You're gonna pick up all the money. Now, I don't think Haney's gonna lose. Haney's gonna win against Gervonta. Sorry, you can't be fading like that in the fight. He didn't fade badly, but it was obvious the activity dropped off. He was fatiguing, and he was just in there on autopilot a little bit. But against Gervonta, a diminished Haney, yeah, he gonna eat him up. I'm sorry. But anyway, that's the money fight. That Shakur fight probably ain't gonna happen. It's gonna be Haney versus Gervonta. Again, Haney needs the respect. Gervonta needs those titles, because Gervonta don't really have a major title. He hasn't even unified. They say he's a man, but now he has to go get the belts to get the crown to say, hey, I am the man in all aspects. Period. So this is to me, this is a must-do fight. This fight has to happen. Haney loses against Gervonta. That's not a knock on his career. Gervonta is a great fighter. Two great guys got in the ring and got it on. They win money-wise, the fans win entertainment-wise, and we got good boxing, period. And that's what it's supposed to be. All right, this is your man Kirk, man. I'm on to the next one. Peace.